I'll take a look at the comments later, but the right time to make your move is before you're ready. And that can feel so counterintuitive because what we're used to is that we have to get all of our ducks in a row and that we have to be ready before we make a move. And you guys know I love this book by Price Pritchett that he wrote. It's so small, but he talks about this. Hi, Morgan. So good to have you here. Um, so what happens is, let me know if you guys can relate to this. There's something that you want to do, but you don't feel prepared enough. You're not sure if you should. Like in your heart, you want to do something, but when you look at your current situation, you're like, I don't know, should I do it now? Maybe now is not the right time. I need to research more. I've got to find out more before I can do it. So, what Price Pritchett really talks about is, first of all, what I want you to know is that that's a programming. That's a programming that we have that I cannot make decisions until I have X, Y, and Z and all of these things in place. And it's not the way that it works. That kind of programming is not working in harmony with the laws. And what he says is that do not get bogged down for getting prepared for your leap of faith. Don't get bogged down in that because once you make the decision, whatever else you need will come. It will show up. I know that there's times where you've seen that happen in your life, where you're just like, oh Lord, I don't know how. Oh Lord, help me. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do it. And then once you jump, it's like your parachute opens. And one of the things he says is that a person could really make a whole career out of just laying the groundwork for something to do something really big, right? Like they could spend their whole life just preparing to do something really big. But the problem is, and this is what people don't understand, you can't prepare for it. You, you just can't prepare for it. When you're making a leap like that, you're making a leap that's actually larger than where you are right now. So how do you prepare for that? Think of the leaps that you made in your life. What were some of your leaps of faith? Were you really ready for it? So what happens is you make the leap and then you fine tune your approach. You go for it instead of just spending all your time getting ready to make sure you get it right. And, he actually says here in the book, he says zero defects, like trying to say, I'm not going to make any mistakes, is actually a hostile concept in the pursuit of your dreams. So listen to that. Zero defects. You're trying your bestest to not get it wrong. That's actually a hostile concept. So the first thing you've got to do is jump, and then you start to form your strategy. You've got to move on your dream. You've just got to start. And then let what happens help you develop your game plan. And I know some of you are thinking, Hina, you're asking me to be reckless. Okay, I'm going to say something that some of you may find hard to believe. I actually think that holding up or staying in your comfort zone, that's being reckless. And do you know why that's being reckless? Not only is it being reckless, but it's selfish. Because I don't get the benefits of your dream. When you start to do these sorts of things, you're expanding the universe. You're part of the expansion. And we all lose out when you decide to stay small. So mobility is a crucial element, he says. Strategy formulation then evolves out of what you're discovering. You're going to get feedback from the environment. The other thing that you're going to realize is that you were ready for this. Like your time is now, and that you are actually ready for this. You're ready to do that. You're already prepared to do it. It's not it's not, this idea of going for some grand goal that requires painstaking preparation. It's yours for the taking right now. So what do you want? What do you want? It represents a giant step that you get to make. You can make right now by deciding to. You know, on my 6 a.m. call that I do with my clients, one of the things we were talking about was how everything that you want, your desires are here. And it's almost like what you desire is here. And let's say it's on the other side of a door, right? Sometimes we need help in opening the door, and that's what mentorship and coaching does. But let's say you do open the door. Sometimes we need help in receiving, allowing what's behind the door, allowing ourselves to have it.